China has reported its second day of no new coronavirus infections. All of this thanks to extreme social distancing. Yeah, they've also reported that they now have 0 cases of having to make small talk with annoying people. So 2 reasons to keep social distancing alive. And for those people who are complaining that social distancing is so boring, here's a tip. Here's a tip, guys. This is a great time to grab that book you've been meaning to read for 2 years and then use it as a pillow to nap. Yeah, naps kill time. You won't notice it. In other good news, researchers in France say that a combination of anti-malarial drugs and antibiotics could prove effective in treating the virus. And they're not the only ones experimenting with combinations. In fact, parents stuck at home with their kids have found that a combination of Peppa Pig and red wine gives them 20 minutes of happy time, whereas black grandmothers have stuck with their tried and tested combination of Vicks VapoRub and Jesus. Just pray, Trevor, just pray. He will heal you. And if that fails, go to the hospital. So that's some good news for the day. Unfortunately, on the shitty side, Italy is reporting that their coronavirus numbers have now officially surpassed China's. And yesterday, they saw their highest death toll so far, with over 400 deaths in one day. And repeatedly, Italians have urged all other countries around the world to use their crisis as a cautionary tale. Italians are warning the world, if you don't take coronavirus seriously, it sneaks up on you and it explodes out of nowhere. Kind of like the same way Adam Driver snuck up on all of us. Like for a while, he was just that weird boyfriend on Girls, and suddenly, bam! He's Star Wars, Marriage Story, and the Black Klansman. We never saw it coming. So every country needs to heed Italy's warning. And if there's one country that has a horrible track record of heeding warnings, it's the United States. Because it just came out that America hasn't even been heeding its own warnings. Yeah, leaked documents show that the Department of Health and Human Services ran a simulation of this exact type of crisis just last year, showing that a respiratory virus starting in China could easily jump and spread into the United States. So the federal government had a model that showed this exact scenario, how it would almost exactly happen, but it got almost no attention from Trump's White House. And that's probably the first time Trump has ever ignored a model in his life. In fact, normally it's a model who's ignoring him. And the White House ignoring these warnings isn't the only reason to be pissed off at politicians today. Because last night, and this is one of the craziest stories, last night we learned that at least 4 senators may have gotten advanced information about the coronavirus and then sold their stocks before the market crashed. Yeah. Now, these senators say that them making money off of this coronavirus information is all a coincidence, but come on, people, really? Yeah, you got top secret corona information, and then you just happen to dump your stocks that get affected by coronavirus? Get the fuck out of here, man. This would be like if the captain of the Titanic was just walking around in a life vest before hitting the iceberg, like, don't worry, everyone, I'm just wearing this as a fashion accessory. Now please enjoy the buffet. Everything is normal. And that's another reason we should all be pissed off right now. Politicians knew months ago how bad this thing would be. But in public, they were acting like everything was cool. Like, I don't like that they made some money on the stock market. But I hate that they were telling us it was okay to lick doorknobs until like yesterday. And those aren't the only politicians pissing people off right now. Because yesterday, the White House and Mitch McConnell proposed a stimulus package that would give direct financial assistance to the middle class. $1,200 per person, which sounds great, right? But the catch is that for those people who are really poor, they only get $600, which is insane. The people who need help the most are going to get less money? How does that make any sense? Huh? That would be like a firefighter driving past the burning house to first go blow out someone's birthday candles. I'll save your house later, but Claire is turning 25. And the reason it's so important for the government to help people who earn the lowest incomes is because coronavirus is already starting to cost people their jobs. People who work in office jobs might be able to work from home, but many people who work hourly have already been laid off. In fact, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin estimated the unemployment rate could go all the way up to 20%. That's really scary when you think about it. Just imagine that many people not working. And not like Ivanka not working. I'm talking like real not working. Now, with all the fear and uncertainty and chaos gripping America right now, the nation needs a leader more than ever to reassure people through these trying times. Unfortunately, the nation only has Donald Trump.
Nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
I
think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Concast. Let me just for whom you work. Let me just say something. That's really bad reporting.
Okay, what the hell happened there? That was the easiest softball a president can ever get. What can you say to comfort the nation? And Trump completely lost his shit. This would be like a priest asking you at your wedding, do you take this woman's hand in marriage? And you're just like, God damn it, what's with all the questions, man? Huh? Why are you interrogating me? You're a horrible priest, man. Dude, till death. Why are you asking about death? I'm at my wedding, man.